Good morning, church. This is for morning devotion. So, I'm going to start with a small little illustration. So, once there was an ox, and the ox had lost his way. Soon, the ox was on the run because he was chased by a lion. And now, as they were running, both the ox and the lion, as they were running, they soon found themselves in a pit. They had fallen into a pit, and that pit happened to be a quicksand. And as they were there in that quicksand, the ox realized and he turned to the lion and he said, Who's going to pull you out of this pit? So the lion turned to the ox and he said, You seem to be quite confident. Who's going to pull you out of this pit? So the ox replied and he said, I belong to my master. And I know that the moment I cry out to my master, I know he would come running and he would save me. And that is exactly what had happened. The moment the ox cried out, the master came in running and he pulled the ox out of that pit. And the lion was left there, dying, and he sunk into that pit. I was reminded of this verse from Luke chapter 19, verse 10, where Jesus said, For the Son of Man has come to seek and save that which was lost. Every man or woman on this earth is lost. They've lost their way and they have no direction. And he's in a state where he's in a pit of sin. And he needs someone to pull him out of that pit of sin. And that is possible only when Jesus steps into each one of our lives. And that is where we celebrated the Resurrection Sunday a few days ago. But the Resurrection Sunday is not a one-time event, but it is an opportunity to share the love of Jesus. There are many out there who have no love, who have no hope. There are many out there who are literally bleeding for someone to come and love them, for someone to understand them. Just like the ox said, I have a master who will save me. Church, let us be confident of this faith, knowing that it is only Jesus who can come, because Jesus is the one who gives us this assurity. It is only Jesus who gives us this hope and this promise that he has come to seek and save that which was lost. I was also reminded, if you look back, if you think about the Samaritan woman, she continued to seek and she had no hope until she found Jesus. Zacchaeus was hated by the society until he found hope in Jesus. The thief on the cross had no hope. He had no idea what he was about to do. But that day he found hope and he was in paradise with Jesus. Saul was a murderer until he found hope on the road to Damascus. 1 John 4:17 says, For we love him today with all our hearts because he first loved us. We were all out there. We were all out there in darkness. We were all out there in that pit of sin. But Jesus has today saved us, and we have nothing to lose our hope and our joy, but rather we can rejoice in this gift and promise that Jesus has given each one of us. Jesus' purpose to go on that cross was to seek and save that which was lost. And when he achieved that purpose, he cried out, saying, Tetelestai, it is finished. Charles Spurgeon once said, My hope lives not because I'm not a sinner, but because I am a sinner for whom Christ died. My trust is not that I am holy, but that being unholy, Christ is my righteousness. My faith rests not upon what I am or shall be or feel or know, but in who Christ is, in what he has done, and in what He is doing for each one of us. This is our hope, church. This is our hope. And the victory that we find in Jesus alone. Amen. Have a blessed day and a blessed week ahead. God bless.